What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. Let the games begin. We are playing through with Pokemon Blue, playing through the Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, the entire line. So let's go over the stats of Abra real quick, and I'll go into some nitty-gritty about Abra. Abra, first off, has great speed and great special. In Gen 1, there's no special defense or attack. It's just all special, one stat. So that's offensive and defensive, so that's good, because if someone special attacks you, you got good defense, and you can special attack them back with good offense. Downsides to Abra are defense, attack, and HP, and move pull, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Abra at level 16 will evolve into Kadabra. Kadabra has good special, also has good speed, and defense and attack and HP go a little bit better. So if you're looking at this, we don't have good physical defense. That's the kind of the tail of the tape with this Pokemon specifically. A lot of Psychics are good at special and speed. That's pretty consistent in Gen 1. But we specifically don't have good defense. We have horrible offense. And HP is not very good either, so we don't have a lot of ways to take damage. Really the definition of a glass cannon. At level 37, we evolve into Alakazam. Alakazam has one of the best special and speed combos in Gen 1. Defense, attack, and HP get a little bit better, but not too much better. So let's get into the nitty-gritty with this specific Pokemon. So this is a move set. So Abra only learns one move, Teleport. Will not learn any other moves via level up until you level them up to Kadabra. So if you just have Abra, it'll stay and learn Teleport and do nothing else. Okay, so this is the problem. So Teleport in Gen 1, a little bit of explanation of what Teleport does. Gen 1, Teleport acts as kind of a pseudo HM. You can teleport somewhere just like you can dig somewhere. It also will teleport you out of a battle if you encounter a wild Pokemon. That's kind of the benefit of it. Downside is it does nothing when you're attacking or fighting a trainer. If you're fighting a trainer, you just teleport and nothing happens. It literally just does nothing. So the way we have to use this Pokemon is we have to deplete all the teleports, all the power points, just to be able to use struggle and fight Pokemon to level up. And it is time consuming because teleport leaves the battle. It's not like with Jigglypuff. So Jigglypuff, I had Sing. I could use Sing in one battle. I just, deplete them all. But no, in this case, I can't do that. I have to leave the battle, go find another battle, leave the battle again, and I have to do that 20 times before I'm able to use struggle. And we don't have a lot of health. So that's kind of a bad trade-off. It's a really bad trade-off. It really is. But it's not doom and gloom because at 16, we evolve into Kadabra, and in the game massively shifts gears. Massively shifts gears from being easy to difficult, or hard to difficult, or hard to easy, basically. At 16, we get Confusion. At level 20, we get Disable, which we're not going to use. But Psybeam at level 27. Recover at level 31. 38, we get Psychic. And 42, we get Reflect. If you're looking at this, there's not an Alakazam moveset. So here's a couple of tidbits about Gen 1. In Gen 1, there are 4 Pokemon that you have to trade to evolve. You have to trade Abra, Machop, Geodude, and Ghastly. You have to trade them to evolve your Pokemon. You can't do it any other way. So we're not going to be trading this, but we do have a program we have called Universal Pokemon Randomizer, and what that does is we can turn off the need to trade a Pokemon to another game to evolve a Kadabra and Alakazam. So we're going to do that, and no matter when this happens, it's supposed to have level 37, but if somehow we were to play through as Alakazam, we would get these moves at these times, okay? And the last thing I want to go over is the TM moveset. So TM moveset is pretty broad. It's good enough. Mega Punch is usually pretty good early game. Now, we don't have high offense. Like, we don't have high attack. So Mega Punch is not going to be super effective, but it is another move that we can do damage, decent damage with. Not quite as good as Psychic does. Mega Kick, we're not going to use, but Body Slam, definitely usable. Double Edge might be one we use. Submission, Counter, Seismic Toss. I've never actually used Seismic Toss in a playthrough, so I will tell you that if you want to watch a really good playthrough, which is really long-winded and tedious, but it's long-winded in a good way because you're playing through a Pokemon that he had to use Struggle for a good 4 hours. So J-Rose 11 played through with just Abra. He beat the entire game with just Abra. So your TM moveset's very important if you play through as just Abra. If because that's the only moves you can learn. You can't learn any of the other moves you level up because you have to get the Kadabra to do that. It won't let you do it otherwise. Dig is another good one, but Seismic Toss was a good one in that playthrough. That's why I was bringing it up. Dig's a good one. Again, we don't have a lot of good physical attacks, so it's not going to do great, but it will do enough. We can get Psychic, the TM, which we get that long before we ever get it level up wise. Obviously Mimic, and that's pretty much it. Tri Attack, which we're not going to use. So yeah, that's our moveset. Not a broad moveset, but definitely good enough moveset to win the game. So let's go over the rules of the playthrough. We can only use Abra in battle. We can use other Pokemon to get HMs and TMs and things like, or HMs, and to catch Pokemon for HMs. Okay, but we can only use Abra in battle. Running clock with 3 exceptions. 1 is to attend Surge's Gym. You know the routine. You can never find the button right away, so we pause the time when we go in. Start the timer up when we start the battle. All right. Second exemption is this is kind of a little bit of a gray area, but basically there's parts of the game where I get a little over encumbered. So with stuff, and you can only have 20. You only have 20 slots in your bag in Gen 1. They didn't break it up like they do in future generations. So you can carry pretty much everything. But we have to sell some stuff, buy some stuff, go get a move, whatever. We will pause the timer for those scenarios. And the third exception we're not going to do, but you sometimes have to buy a move from the Rocket Game Corner, and not in this game, but in the future there may be a game where I do that. No glitches or exploits. They're not allowed to use the Missing Go glitch, not allowed to use the Pokédoll glitch, not allowed to use the Mew glitch. I don't know why you would, but I guess maybe to get a teleporting Pokemon, you can learn teleport. But really no glitches at all. The only glitch I really use is the badge boost, because sometimes you can't control that. Other the ones you're actively doing, and sometimes if someone uses Leer on you, you're gonna get badge boosted. So it's fair game. And no items in battle. You can't use a potion or anything like that. My opposition doesn't follow that rule very well, but yeah, no items in battle. So let's go back to the top here. Let's get a prediction in. So I predict it's going to be at least an hour before we beat Brock. We have to. It's going to take us. Every time we do this, it's going to take at least 3 minutes just to deplete our power points. So you'll see in the playthrough that, and I'll probably show it once or twice, how long it really takes us to deplete all of our power points. It's fun. It's a fun playthrough. I don't think it'll go as bad as I really think it won't go as bad as I thought. I thought Jigglypuff would be horrible, and that whole only having Sing thing really wasn't bad as I thought it was. So I'm pretty much in my head probably exaggerating how bad this is. However, I do think it's still going to be pretty tough. So I think it's going to be about an hour. Once we get past Brock, the game's going to be a cakewalk. We're not quite over leveled. And Confusion will one-shot just about everything up until we get Psychic, and Psychic will do the same thing. So that's what I predict. I think we'll get this done right under 2 hours. I think that's going to be our good wheelhouse. I like to get done sooner. Maybe someday I'll play through with just Kadabra and see how fast Kadabra and Alakazam can get this done. But for now, we're going through the entire playthrough. Let me know if you want to see that video, by the way. Entire playthrough. And the last thing I also want to go over, and I didn't go over this before, and I keep missing this. Follow my socials. Instagram, Twitter, they're right there on the page. JD's Nerdverse and JD's _nerd_verse. Subscribe to this channel, please. It helps get viewership whenever there's more subscriptions. Okay? So, yeah, that's the introduction part of my video. Take it away, future JD. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. This is the playthrough portion of the video. Let the games begin. We're playing through with Abra, and we're going to start the battle off, the game off with a fight with our rival, which we are going to lose. If you watch the preview part, you're going to get... I gave you a lot of insight to how this playthrough is going to go. So to start the game out, you have no... well, first off, we chose Charmander. This is random. Doesn't really matter who your starter is. It's Psychic type. You really just don't want to use Bulbasaur. The opposition uses Bulbasaur because he is he's very weak to Psychic. So I picked Charmander. Yeah, so... Okay, so first off, I want to tell something about this NPC. So first off, that NPC right there, I'm going to go right back and show you. Okay, this NPC right here is a damn liar. So this NPC, read what she says. Hi, I work at the Vermilion City. It's a convenient shop. So please visit our shop. I'll give you a sample of what we have. Potions. So they have potions there, according to her. However, they don't have potions. And that's one of the biggest kind of hiccups you have in this game. So with this game, I'll go over that here in a minute. Alright, so I'm not cutting this out. I usually have started cutting this part out of the game. I'm not, because I want to show everyone how long it takes to deplete all your power points to have to go fight another Pokemon to level up to use Struggle. So that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, teleports. Yeah, there we go. I just used a little bit of smartness in my part. Let's just go a little faster. So, okay, so what's some struggles with Abra? Well, first off, you have to use Struggle a lot. So that's the first struggle we have with Abra. Second struggle we have with Abra is he's kind of squishy, he doesn't have great defense, and he doesn't have high HP. You're going to see that here in a minute. I'm going to let you see exactly how long it takes to deplete all of our teleports so that we can use Struggle in battle and potentially level up. Now, the reason why I showed that NPC, so I'm just going to show battle, so we have to teleport out of the battle. We can't use teleport 9 times in one battle. It just doesn't work. You have to teleport out of the battle, and until you've depleted all your power points, it does nothing. Now, the reason why I showed you that NPC right there, if you don't know what NPC means, it means non-playable character. She gives you a potion and implies that they sell potions at the Pokemart up here. Right near that Poke Center right there. However, they do not. You cannot buy any more potions in this game until you get to Pewter Town. If you don't know where Pewter Town is, that's where Brock is. So, we're going to watch this, and it takes about 3.5 minutes for me to be able to actually get in a fight. So that's 11. And we're trying to find another one. And that's 10. Okay. So I'm going to let that play through. So little things. First off, when it came through all this, I did not use Turbo for any of this. So you can use Turbo and skip through this process if you want to. I have an unwritten rule, and I'll tell everyone this now, that if I'm playing through the Pokemon, if I have beaten the rival, and I've beaten the junior trainer in Brock's gym, I will use Turbo to kind of speed up the grinding process. Okay? But I have to have done those two things to meet those conditions. So, as you're going to see in this playthrough, I do not hit those conditions to use Turbo. So, we have to kind of, we have to really be choosy here. So, we're at 3 minutes. We're not even depleted all of our teleports yet. Granted, the first minute was fighting and there's about 30 seconds of talking. So, it just takes time. Is the best way to put it. It just takes some time. So, this is the last one. So, now, after this battle, we can go and use Struggle now. So, there's 3 potions we get. So, the first potion you actually get, it's in your computer. I don't ever film that. It's in the beginning of the game. As soon as you start the game, you go right to your computer and you can actually get a potion. So I don't actually ever film that. So it is what it is. I just don't film it. The second potion is the one that's given to you by that NPC that says there's a sample of what they sell in Vermilion or whatever the city's name is. And so right now I'm just trying to find a battle because I'm going to be picky and choosy about the battles I fight. So Caterpie is not going to give you as much experience points as a Metapod. So the third potion is the one we just got. It's hidden under a bush that you're supposed to cut. And now once you look at this, we don't have a lot of health. So therefore, we have to use Struggle. We're using Struggle. And Struggle, what it does, it deals back half the damage that you deal. So if I do 8 damage, I'm going to deal back. I'm going to recoil 4 damage to myself. Okay? So keep that in mind. So now I'm clicking on. I honestly didn't know if I was going to survive this fight. Because I didn't know if I had enough health, enough anything. So this is the journey I have to face with this Pokemon. Is we're 4 minutes in, and we have got 1 level, 4.5 minutes. So I skipped over the next 10 minutes. So you guys have to see. I got to level 9, and we're still using Struggle. Now Struggle, like I said, it's okay, but if the opposition has too many Pokemon, you can have some issues. And if Caterpie would have attacked us here, we probably would have lost this battle too. But we get this one on the first try, so that's good. So if he attacked us right here, he's tackle, we'd have lost, probably. But we get the win, and then you're going to see a couple battles here. So we're going to try this Bug Trainer. Now, this Bug Trainer is very important because if we don't get by him, we can't go buy more potions. Okay? So this one blocks our path. Until we beat him, we cannot go buy new potions. So we lose this battle. So I'm like, you know what, let's try this again. Maybe we just got a little bit of bad luck. Let's try it again, see what happens. And we get poisoned, which is worse bad luck. But we might actually get the win here. Here we go. Okay, good. We got an extra level higher. Now, I'm not going to cut out of this. I'm going to show you exactly how much we get whenever we do this. So I'm going to go... I'm not going to go heal. Healing would be a horrible idea. I almost thought about it. I'm like, no, we don't want to do that. Nope. We do not. If we heal, we got to go deplete our power points. We got to go deplete all the power points. So like I said, right now we're level 11. So look out. I'm able to buy 10 potions, which is fantastic. I really wish I had more stuff to sell. But, or you have to fight some more battles. So now I'm going to try this guy. Now this Pokemon has this trainer has 3 Pokemon. He has a Weedle, Kakuna, and a Weedle. And we do not have enough of anything. I get poisoned too, so that doesn't help. But we do not have enough power points to actually beat this trainer. This is a trainer that's was really a headache. We do not have the power points or the hit points to beat this. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go try our rival. We're high enough level. Maybe we are a rival because they only have 2 Pokemon. Maybe our rival will be good. So we're at 14, so we should be able to beat the Pidgey pretty handily. If Pidgey didn't attack back, we might have probably won this if Pidgey didn't attack us back. Now we're missing attacks because we missed an attack because we got sand attacked. So I was like, okay, so let's try this guy one more time at a higher level. And I'm putting myself in dramatic fashion. There we go. And we're going to try to face this trainer again. Like I said, this is 40 minutes in. This is damn near 40 minutes in. And we get poisoned again. And so let's see if we survive this with poison. If we don't get poisoned, I think we have a chance. Now at level 14, we don't have enough hit points. I'm basically just realizing I don't have enough hit points for this. I'm going to get poisoned. So I'm like, you know what? Let's try this again. Maybe we just got bad luck. If we don't get poisoned, potentially we could win this battle if we don't get poisoned. That's the logic here. So if we had higher health, this would probably be a little bit better. Jigglypuff at least had high health when I had to struggle with Jigglypuff. But we don't have that luxury here. So we didn't get poisoned. So we do only have 10 hit points left when we go into the final Weedle fight. If we don't get hit, we might win. I doubt it though. Yeah, we get knocked out. So we would have won technically. I mean, if we had another Pokemon, we would have won. So now I'm level 15. And now level 16 is when we... Oh no, I'm level 14 again. Okay. So let's try this again. I think beating this guy was... Yeah, I'm only 17 hit points. I'm not going to hit this. I'm not going to win this battle. This is the way it is. Come on. Do more damage. Come on, Tada. I named it Tada, by the way. Tada. Not Tada. It's Tada. 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 Like a magician. Alright, so now we're trying our rival one more time. We got to level 15. We grinded to level 15. So now I'm going to try it at level 15. And just so, spoiler alert for everyone, it has the same outcome. If Pidgey would just use Growl or something, it probably would be okay. I could probably win this battle. But the fact that Pidgey either is going to sand attack us, which sucks because we can't hit the opposition, or he's also going to use Gust, which does a lot of damage to us. A decent amount, not a lot, but a decent amount. The sand attack is actually kind of our best case scenario, but now we can't hit. So it's really a double-edged sword of what we're able to accomplish here. So after this battle, I basically just like, you know what, I'm not going to be able to win this battle unless I get to level 16. So I'm like, you know what, at level 15, let's try this bug catcher one more time. One more time. If we don't get poisoned, we got 2-hit knockout. Very good. We have a lot of health going into Kakuna. It's going to be very crucial. And knock it out. So we have 12 health going into the last Weedle. If we don't get attacked, we probably win this fight. And we do win this fight with 1 health left. Very good. So now I found this Rattata after I'd already depleted my power points again. And so we finally level up. We finally level up. And we get a spoon. That means we're so powerful. Nah, I'm just kidding. But we also get confusion. So now, watch the night and day difference between these battles. I just did this battle level 15. Level 16, confusion, 1-hit knockout. And Charmander, 1-hit knockout. And just so everyone knows, I did not try Brock. I did not try this junior trainer here. That battle would have been atrocious. That battle would have gone even worse. Because one, Rock type resists ground or normal type moves. Struggle is a normal type move. And now we're about to wipe the floor with Brock. I saved just to be safe. I didn't need to save here. I should have known. I know the outcome. It's gonna it's going to be a one-hit knockout for both of them. As much as Geodude and Onix are very bulky in defense, they're not very bulky in special. So special defense is bad. Confusion is a special move. We knock them out and move on. And now we're fighting all these trainers on Route 2. I'll just talk over this. All these are one-hit knockouts except for one Pokemon. That's a Jigglypuff. So the struggle's early. Good news is that we actually level up decently fast. It's not fast in the sense that if we'd have had Confusion or Tackle or something, we probably would have leveled up a lot faster. But it doesn't take a lot of experience points to level up Abra or to Kadabra. And then Kadabra has a good special and speed, so we're going to outspeed pretty much everything we face from this moment on unless we're paralyzed. And we're also going to have a very strong special attack. Confusion is special. We're going to have Psy-Wave. We're going to have Psychic. So that's the benefit of this Pokemon. Really, the grind was just getting through the first part. Only an hour, honestly, isn't that bad. But to give you a reference point, we're not even to Mount Moon, and we had already beaten the game with Charmander. The last playthrough we did with Charmander, we've already beaten the game, and we're like 5 minutes behind where Poliwag beat the game. So just keep that in mind as to how grueling this was. We haven't had a playthrough where I had to grind that much to get through the first gym. Now this trainer right here does give me a little bit of issues. I use Confusion, it's not a one-hit. However, she disables Confusion, so now I got to try to use Teleport. And she puts me to sleep. So I was like, am I really going to have to reset? Am I really going to have to go back and fight this battle? I'm like, son of a gun. Come on. No. Please no. Please no. Please no. Okay. We don't have to use... Okay, Confusion. Very good. Very good. That was very scary. We get to level 20, which is good. And we learn Disable as well. Now, Mount Moon doesn't give us a lot other than one move, Mega Punch. Mega Punch helps a little bit. But like I said in the prediction part, we don't have a high attack. So Mega Punch will act as another move we can use, but it's not going to deal a lot of damage. Just because it is a normal attacking move. It's a physically attacking move. So the way special attack and physical or attack work is Body Slam is a physical attack. Like you're actually like hitting someone or doing something with your body. And we beat Super Duper Nerd, and we get the Dome Fossil. All hail the Dome Fossil. And now we're moving on to Misty, but anyway. So Special is like a psychic move doesn't hit you, but it hurts you. If that makes sense. Fire Blast is kind of a mixture of both, for example. So Water moves are special moves. So that's what we're dealing with this. Is our special is high, so we have good special defense and offense. But we don't have good attack or defense. So anything physical will actually hurt us a lot. So I just want to make sure I clarify what that means. So Confusion is a 2-hit. And honestly, I usually go heal, but we didn't have to here. Now, Misty can be tricky. The reason why Misty can be tricky is Staryu's not going to be an issue. Really is not. We have high special, so all we have is Water Gun. Tackle would probably actually do a little bit better. But we also, we added Mega Punch, and Mega Punch is not great, but here's what I mean by it's going to be tricky, because Starmie, so our best move right now easily is Confusion, but Starmie is resistant, or is same type. Starmie is a Psychic Water Pokemon, so we're not doing a great amount of damage. We're doing damage, don't get me wrong, but it's not a lot. And just because I'm not going to say we're over leveled anymore, because I fight a lot of trainers. They're under-leveled to me. Now we face our rival. Rival, this is a very easy fight unless Pidgeotto gets off a damn sand attack. Abra, yeah, we're going to beat him in a couple hits, but he can't do anything. Hey, that's us. And Rattata, same thing. Mega Punch is a knockout, and we have 14 hit points going into Charmander. And it's a one-hit knockout. Very good. We move on. I don't show the rest of this, but I do want to show this girl. I was actually watching a playthrough. This is the girl with the 3 sand attacking Pidgeys. Watching a playthrough. I don't remember who it was. Van Man, maybe. It might have been Scott's Thoughts. I don't know. But he called her Sandy. And I think that's a great name for her because she has 3 sand attacking Pidgeys. Now, here's my favorite non-playable character. It is a trainer that has a Spear. We take the 0, and Eradicate, we eradicate. 1-hit knockouts across the board. Very good. We move on. Oh yeah, we've got accumulated Psybeam at this point. This is our 4th rival fight. So let's see how good this rival fight goes. I learned from my mistake, and I'm not going to use Mega Punch again. but I am going to use Body Slam. Psybeam knocks it out. Very good. Radicate's up. We use Body Slam, and it's a 2-hit knockout. Quick Attack gets us down to 44 health. Not good, but we do level up. And now we have Abra. Physical Attack. I'm going to knock him out 1 hit. I miss. Very rare miss. And then he doesn't have anything that can really do a lot of damage to me, so we get the knockout. And now we're moving on to Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge does not have much that can hurt us either. All of his Pokemon are electric. None of them have anything great that can hurt us. I guess Sonic Boom maybe, because it's like, I think it's a normal type move. Pikachu is a 1-hit knockout. Very good. Now, is it a 1-hit knockout on Raichu? It is not, but Raichu can't do a lot of damage to us. But we get paralyzed. That could have been bad. But we do outspeed and we beat Lieutenant Surge. One trainer in Rock Tunnel I want to show, I always like to show, is the guy with the exploding Geodudes and Graveler. But we one-shot them all because we have Psybeam. One shot across the board. And we're moving on to Celadon City, where we fight Erica's gym. So the reason why I chose to fight Erica's gym is Grass type is... It's not exactly weak to Psychic, but it is like pseudo-weak. And also, some of the Grass types are also Poison, so that also helps. So Poison is definitely weak to Psychic. So... Alright, Psychic is going to be an easy knockout for all these Pokemon. The only thing I have to worry about is losing out on power points. So I went ahead and gave the PP to Kadabra, whatever, for the move Psychic. We're going to use Psychic the rest of the game. It's a move that is very good. So if you don't know what a PP up is, it adds 1/5 of your power points to the move it adds. So Psychic usually has 10 power points. So when you use a PP up on it, it adds 2 more power points. Now we have 12. And if we get another one, it'll add 2 more. 14. The base amount, not the amount you if you use it a couple times and add it up. Only to that. So now we're facing Erica. Erica, 1-hit knockout, very good. We level up too. Psychic should have been a 1-hit. Very surprised and confused as to why it didn't hit. So now we have 1 Psychic left. It's a 1-hit with Vileplume. I never doubted that we were going to beat Erica. That's why I went right for it. So now we're in the Rocket Game Corner. And these battles are very trivial. I'm not going to show all of them. All I'm going to show is this one, which shows that we got in there. And it's 2-hit knockouts. Very good. Ethers came in handy in this game because we don't have a lot of power points with Psychic moves. And now we're moving on to Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Tweedledee, Tweedledum. And they're 1-hit knockouts across the board. We might use a different move just to save power points. But we get the knockout. That's 1. Here's Tweedledee. Here's Tweedledum. He just saw us kick his friend's butt with the same Pokemon. So he's like, I could do that too. Hold my beer. I'll do better. So now we use Fight. Psychic. Very good. 1-hit knockout. Psychic. 1-hit knockout. And Psychic again. Now, I do regret a decision I made here. I removed Recover. Or I removed Psybeam for Recover. And we evolve an Alakazam. And we get 2 spoons now. The world is our oyster. Alright. So now we need to use an Ether. Oh, we don't need a potion. We need an Ether. Because we're almost out of Psychic power points. Very good. By the way, I hope you like the color choosing I used. I got the most color close to matching Abra and Kadabra in Alakazam. So Psychic is a 1-hit knockout on Onix. Never doubted it. Rhyhorn, also 1-hit knockout on Onix. Never doubted it. And Kangaskhan, we win. We destroy Giovanni for the first time in this game. And there's more to come with that. Now we're facing our 5th rival fight. Our 5th rival, he's under-leveled right now. He needs to catch up to our level. So we knock it out 1 hit. Execute knocks out 1 hit. I don't think it's a knockout across the board for every Pokemon. No, that's 3. And what is it? Kadabra. Kadabra won't be a 1-hit. Oh, it will be a 1-hit because we're so high level. Okay. And Charmeleon. Is Charmeleon a 1-hit? It is a 1-hit. So 5 1-hits across the board. We move on to Koga's Gym. Koga's Gym can be very easy. And it will be very easy when we get to Koga. Because Koga actually has Poison-type Pokemon. But all the other trainers in this gym, not very many have Poison-type. Most of them just have Psychic. So I just fought a Hypno, a Drowsy, another Drowsy, a Kadabra. Like, is this Sabrina's gym, or is this Blaine's gym? It's very confusing sometimes. I don't know. So it is very confusing right now. So I'm actually at a point where everyone else is very lower level than me. So yeah, I'm not saying high, I'm not saying over leveled. I'm not saying that anymore. It's I've worked hard for what I got, and they haven't worked as hard. So they're under leveled to get on my level. And these battles are very trivial. They're not very difficult. They're not very hard. And the reason why they're not very hard is because they're under leveled, but also I'm psychic. Now, this one gives me some issues. I think it's the only time I actually use recover in this game. I think it's actually the first time I've ever used recover in any of my playthroughs, to be honest with you. So reflect. Actually, I think I've used rest, so it's kind of similar. So I'm going to get rid of recover for reflect. And I did this out of lack of knowing. And so what I mean by that is, I did that because I thought it helped initiate. I thought it boosted our defense, but really just shields us, and it doesn't actually boost any of our stats. So now we're saving, and we're going to face Koga. Koga will be a sweep. It'll be a one-time sweep. I think we might use reflect one time, not knowing what it does. Psych, but oh, we don't. Okay, so we just go right for it. Psychic number 1, number 2, Psychic number 3, and Psychic number 4. Kind of saw that, and that'll be the first time we actually been under leveled than Koga. He actually out leveled us. Now we're facing our rival. Our rival can be tricky right here. Okay, Psychic is not a one hit, but we outspeed and we knock it out. Execute can be tough. Execute can poison us like he just did. And I don't know why I did that. I should have just gone for the attack. I think that's what my issue was. Psychic, we're taking some damage. Now we actually got our stats boosted right there because he leered. So let's try this again. Psychic does nothing. Psybeam does a little bit of damage to us. Body Slam is not quite a knockout, but he heals and we get the knockout. And Charizard is a one hit with Psychic. So we got lucky here. We could have lost with this battle. Because yeah, I think that battle comes back. The same issue comes back to haunt us later. You'll see. So we're facing Giovanni number 2 in his Widow's Peak. One knockout. Kangaskhan's a one knockout with Psychic. You also get a knockout on a Rhyhorn, don't we? Yes, we do. And the last Pokemon, Nidoqueen. She's actually ground poison, so she's weak to us. So that gives you a little taste of the last one, considering he has Nidoking and Nidoqueen. This is Blaine. Blaine can, and I'll quote that, can be tough. He can be tough right now, but right now we get a one-hit knockout on Growlithe. We get a one-hit knockout on Ponyta. Rapidash is a one-hit. Now, is it a one-hit on Arcanine? But you gotta be careful. Arcanine usually likes to do Takedown, which is a physical attacking move, so that can knock me out. But he doesn't knock me out, and we move on. And now we're facing Sabrina. My favorite trainer. Sabrina and her whip. And now Kadabra comes out. Hey, that's us. And does no damage to me. Body Slam, we knock it out. That's one down. That's almost 2 down. Barely survived. Mr. Mime, you barely survived, sir. Venomoth is a very weak Pokemon. I should have used Psychic. But it is the one Pokemon that can actually do a lot of damage to me because she has Leech Life, which I'm weak to Bug. Psychics are weak to Bug in Gen 1. I think they're weak to Bug in every generation, but Gen 1's when it started, so I like to say it like that. Now we're fighting the recovery game. So he's retroactively doing a recover. He knows we're going to do damage to him. So we end up getting the win. It's a very sloppy win in my opinion. But now we're facing the final Giovanni fight. And if you saw the last two, this is going to go very similar. Because Psychic is a special, and Rhyhorn has low special. So, one hit knockout. Level 50, nice. Dugtrio, same exact thing, low special. Psychic on Nidoqueen, she is... Not only is she low special, but she's also poison ground, just like Nidoking. And Rhydon is all but a one hit. So close. Okay. So now we're facing our rival. Now I said the rival fight's going to come back to haunt us. Because the same kind of things that happened in the last rival fight are about to happen in this one. Getting poisoned, not outspeeding. So I'm trying to do this without adding a move, and you'll see why here in a minute. As soon as I add this move, it changes the complete complexion of this battle. So like I said, Kadabra doesn't have a lot of range. I only got Dig and Body Slam because they are helpful throughout the game, but they can do physical damage. So now we're going to get Poison Powdered. Yep. So now we're poisoned. Psychic. Knock it out. Gyarados comes out. We don't have anything very effective against Gyarados. We don't. So now he's paralyzed. We use Psychic. He does some Dragon Rage, which always does 40 damage no matter what. Doesn't matter. No stat boost will boost that stat at all. It's 40 damage no matter what. Body Slam. And we get hit with Psychic. So we're going to try this again. We're going to try it again and see if we have a different outcome. There is one move we can get that will completely change the complexion of this battle. So I'm showing one more loss is what I'm doing. So this is a loss, spoiler alert. And Reflect. That way nothing bad happens. And I can't. And this is why I realized that Reflect doesn't do what I thought it'd do. I never use Reflect. So let's be fair on this. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything about Pokemon. But I thought Reflect boosted your stats, your defense. So I thought, like, oh, let's badge boost here. And if you know what, if you're hearing this and you're like ringing a bell, you're probably about to know what I'm going to do next. We got Poison, Psychic, and then Body Slams. Now we actually get the Charizard, but the problem is we don't do enough damage, and Slash is a physical damaging move. So now we leave, we come back, we go and get this move. We do a little bit of shopping when it comes to like calciums and stuff like that, vitamins. So if you don't know what those things do, those things can boost your actual stat itself. I think carbs do the speed. So for example, if I want to increase my speed, I can take 3 or 4 carbs. You only have a finite amount you can actually do. So now we're going to mimic agility. And what that does for us is if you play Pokemon, you should know what this does. This lets us initiate the badge boost glitch, which means we can modify our stats up to 12.5% every turn. And we level up, which is perfect because now we don't have to worry about, ruining our badge boost. So now I'm going to set up against Rhyhorn. He kind of sucks. He's not going to do anything super bad to us. I mean, Fury attack does do a decent amount of damage. That's just because we're weak and our low defense is low. So 2 knockouts now, very good. And Gyarados should not be a one hit. He should be a couple turns, but Bite does a crap load of damage. Jesus, that did a lot of damage. Alakazam, if he attacks us, we're going to lose. We paralyze him, thank goodness. And then Charizard, Psychic is a one hit, very good. We survive on I wouldn't say a slither of health, but very low health. And now we're moving on to the Elite Four. Now this is where it can get really tricky, because the Elite Four, they have a lot of coverage. But Lorelai's first. So Lorelai, we're going to set up, we're going to use Psychic. We should be knocking him out. Yeah, use Psychic. So it's a 2-hit knockout. Cloyster has low special, so it should be a 1-hit. Very good. Slowbro, we want to mimic Amnesia. So just like with the Pidgeot on the last fight, this will let us initiate the badge boost glitch, boosting our stats on attack, defense, special. All the stats get modified. And so now, like, Psychic gets a knockout. Jinx is up. I'm pretty sure Body Central. Well, no, it's 2. It's close. It's 2, though. And then the last Pokemon is Lapras. Psychic is a 1-hit on Lapras. Very good. We are moving on to Bruno. We don't talk about him much. He's basically the little trainer that somehow got himself the Elite Four and sucks. So we are fighting Bruno. 1-hit knockout. It's pretty much going to be a 1-hit knockout for every single Pokemon. Because 1 is 3 fighting types are weak to Psychic. And 2, Onix does not have a high special. So our Psychic move that is, a very high-end Psychic move, plus, it's not badge boosted, but plus same type attack bonus, all that adds up to 5 1-hit knockouts. Bruno is, as usual, a pushover. And now we're moving on to the next trainer, which is Agatha. Agatha usually can be tricky. You have to deal with what the J. Rose coined Agatha lottery, where you either get confused, put to sleep, poisoned, paralyzed. But we're not in this battle. We have Psychic. In Gen 1, there's a glitch that says Psychic. Psychic's supposed to be weak to Ghost. And Ghost supposed to be a kind of, I don't say immune, but not affected heavily by, or resisted. That might be better. Resisted to Psychic. So Psychic will knock all these out in one go. And the hardest 2 Pokemon are usually the Gengar and the Haunter, because they can put you to sleep. So now we're facing Lance. He is the 4th member of the Elite Four, the last one technically. But then we have our champion, the champion, the rival, whatever you want to call it. So now, let's see how this goes. Lance comes out. And right from the get-go, we should just want to knock this out. I'm acting like I'm going to mimic. So I thought about mimicking Hyper Beam, but instead we get knocked out, which is not what we want. So we need to go for the knockout so that we can just get him out of the way. And when we get him out of the way, we'll be able to do what we need to do to beat the rest. So let's get Gyarados out of the way. That's the first thing we need to do here. Psychic. And one more. Hydro Pump doesn't do squat. There we go. And now Dragonair, we're going to mimic. She has Agility. Agility will help us boost our speed, but what it will also do is it will help us do the badge boost glitch. Hyper Beam might have knocked me out there. Actually, no. Okay, we tank it pretty good. I guess Hyper Beam is has some decent special to it. So one hit knockout, and is Dragonite a one hit? Dragonite is a one hit. So very good. We're moving on to the champion, and honestly, the time isn't too bad right now, considering it took us over an hour to beat Brock. So the rest of the game's taking about 50 minutes, 54 minutes. So now we're facing our rival. Now, with this Pokemon, this fight, we do not have the ability to badge boost. Pidgeot got rid of what's it called? Sky Attack. So we can't, or got rid of Agility for Sky Attack, so we can't use that. Body Slam is a 2-hit. Now I misread that and saw it was a 4-store. But it's a 2-hit, technically. And now I'm confused. Great. And now Psychic's going to beat my butt. And we get the knockout. But we're still confused. We have low health. And right here is where I got to decide what I'm going to do. Because you can actually mimic a pretty good move from Rhydon right there. So now he leered me. So now my attack has gone up, but my defense has dropped. So the real question is what's going on with Execute. Execute's going to stomp. But Execute's very scary because it can also put you to sleep. And we get beat. Because we have nothing that can knock out Execute in like one hit. Body Slam, Dig, and Psychic are not going to do very effective against Execute. So now I have a completely different strategy now. Not a completely different, but just a better strategy. So here we go. Let's get this final battle over with. Pidgeot, we use Psychic. So it almost knocks her out. She stupidly goes for Sky Attack, which takes 2 turns, so she has the whole turn without making any kind of attack towards us. We should be using Dig. Dig is, I think, Body Slam will actually get the knockout. We don't want him to recover. Full health going on a Rhydon. We're going to mimic Horn Drill. The reason why we're going to mimic Horn Drill is we have good speed. Horn Drill only hits Pokemon who have higher speed. It hits more often. That's the best way to put it. Psychic will be a one-hit. I'm not worried about. I wasn't worried about Rhydon. He doesn't do a lot of damage anyway. So now we're going to try Horn Drill. One-hit knockout. Very good. That's what we wanted. Because we outspeed. We have good special. And I was going to say, let's go for the knockout for Gyarados. But it was too risky. I want to get the for sure knockout. So now we're going to get Charizard with not quite full health, but a little more than half, about 6% health. Psychic is a 2-hit. He does Fire Spin. I hate this move. So if it keeps going, you could be stuck in that fire vortex forever. But we get the knockout nonetheless. So we have beat the game with Abra / Kadabra / Alakazam. With 2 spoons and all, we have defeated the champion. And now we're just waiting for Lieutenant Oak to get here so we can get our time. And I'll talk more about it afterwards. And we get our time. And I actually didn't pause the time properly. So I'm going to pause it on here properly whenever we get the actual time. So honestly, not a very high level for Alakazam. And right there. Okay. So I'm just going to... Right there. There we go. So that's our time. 1 hour, 57 minutes, 41 seconds. Sorry it's blurry. I had to screenshot this to get it. But I'll talk quick so you don't have to stare at the screen. So, this playthrough with Abra. I thought it was very good. I thought it was very fun. The one hang up is the beginning part, where you have to grind and grind and grind and grind. So, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. But it took about an hour just to get Abra to level 16. Let's see if it gets a little better if I play it. Okay, it doesn't. So, it took a little while to get Abra to level 16. But that was expected. I actually anticipated it to be a lot more grinding. than this. With 4 times speed, we can deplenish his teleports pretty quick. But all in all, I think I really am curious to see if you start off with Kadabra instead of Abra, what would change? Because Kadabra would start out with Confusion. How much faster could this run be? I may try that in the future. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please subscribe. Participate in the liking and the commenting. That's really helpful on my channel. I'd really appreciate if you did. And yeah, I got a lot of things coming up. I sat down with my wife the other night and I counted up all the videos I'm going to be doing on this channel and how many I have left for just for Gen 1. Got about another year worth of videos. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm happy to keep doing these videos. Just comment down below what you think, where you think I should make some improvements, whatever case may be. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see ya. Have a good one.